Well, good morning. Hi, good morning. Welcome to this week's edition of Coffee Chat. Hello, Jackie G. Good morning, guys. Who else is here? I am. I'm just looking for something on my computer that I want to share with you guys today. Hello, Nicole. Good morning. Happy Friday. There it is. Hi. Okay. Well, I'm Catherine Oster, and this is Coffee Chat. It's a weekly chat with me every Friday morning. Right now, we're doing it at 8 a.m. Before it was 7:45, but we changed it. I don't know. And I just chat with you about things that have changed and shown up, whether it's in my life or in some of the life of my clients, using the tools of Access Consciousness. And so, what I titled this episode is The Change You're Asking For Never Shows Up Like You Think It Will. And if you guys caught last week's coffee chat, I chatted about what keeps me choosing consciousness in classes. Hey, Kristen, what keeps me choosing? And I talked about all the things that has shown up that I've created and changed in my life since taking my first Bars and Foundation class back in 2014. And so that was really cool to just go over and reminisce and all the things that have acknowledged all the things. And then I actually did a Facebook Live with some other gals, Krista and Kara and Leanne and Tanya, who've all taken classes with me. And Krista and Kara are, they're always hosting me in Davidson at the Senior Center for more classes. So they also chatted about what has shown up and what keeps them choosing, which is really cool if you want to go back and listen to any one of those. But there was one gal who sent a message. So she's coming to the next foundation class in Davidson. Hi, Michelle. The next class is in Davidson, April 13th to the 16th. And this gal, she took the class last year, was her first foundation, her first Bars and Foundation. And she's coming back. She's choosing it again. She sent me a message. She said, Catherine, I can't make it live with you, but I want to acknowledge what has shown up for me in the last year. And she gave me permission to share. And so here it is. So I went to my first foundation. Hi, Carmen. Okay, starting over. I went to my first foundation with not knowing where my job will lead and what to do with my house. Today, it looks like I'm keeping my house a bit longer as it is not fixed up by the lightning. More on that after. As for my job, I have committed for another 5 years. The same employer, but different department that challenges me and gives me more of a leadership role. I'm excited about work again. That is the biggest change. I would love to join you online, but I have to be at my job that I am loving. So if I can contribute with the text, or if you want to ask me a few questions, give me a call. Thank you. She has found stability, and not that I was looking for it. That wasn't something she was directly asking for, but she found more stability in her life. She was more looking for a change. I was thinking that I would have to quit my job and move out of the house. The change came in a different form. Keeping things the same, I'm changing departments at my job, but it looks like life still has things to contribute. And she's like, also, we pull energy daily, and it has shifted a bunch of things. We sold our camper, we got a smaller one all in 1 month, and we found our missing cows. And they had the best bull sale ever in the last 10 years. And she's like, how can it get any better? And how can it get any better? I remember when their cows went missing, and we have a group, like when I facilitate classes, I create a messenger chat for all the class participants so we can all keep engaging, because literally life changes can change so drastically after a foundation. It's great to have that support sometimes. And so, the support comes from all the class participants and from me. And so I remember she posted in our chat and she's like, you guys, our cows are gone. Like they were missing like 30 some cows when they went to round them up in the fall. And we all contributed energy. We asked questions. I asked her, like, what action can you take? Like, tap into the cows that are missing. Ask them to show you where they are. And ask them to contribute to finding you, like to getting back home. And I'll never forget. So what popped is first of all, I think she was uncomfortable putting a post on Facebook because people judge. And she didn't want to be judged as a bad animal person. I can't think of the name right now. As a bad rancher for losing their cows, but it's not even the person's fault. So anyway, she got over that, posted it, and then within a day or so, maybe it was even later that day, somebody found them. A hunter found them. They were up in the bush, not too far away. They were all together. And so they were able to get them back fairly quickly and everything ended up like that's an example of ease, joy, and glory. Like handling whatever comes at you in life with ease, joy, and glory. And oftentimes it's our fear of judgment, of being judged and receiving judgment as if it means something about us, and it doesn't. When people are judging you, it has nothing to do with you and only what is their point of view about things, So when you can get over the judgment and start to allow yourself to choose things, the creation exponentializes. And anyway, with her house, so it was like just 2 weeks after foundation last year, 3 weeks, it was within the same month. And she asked if she could call me and I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Or whatever, we chatted. And her house got struck by lightning. And it like fried a lot of stuff for a little while. They were worried that they were thinking that the house would be an insurance write-off. But what it has evolved into is, getting it fixed up, working with contractors, getting new things. So the house gets a total update. But I remember one thing that really facilitated her was being this dominant energy in working with the contractors and getting the insurance company. Like she had to show up and be this dominant energy in order to keep things rolling, because otherwise you just get pushed to the side. So the house, this lightning struck, really facilitated her to be that even more. Otherwise she was just going to get rolled over and nothing was going to happen. And then who knows where the future is going to lead. It might be easier to sell after her house gets completed. I know they're still waiting on a few things to get it totally done. It might be easier to sell. It's creating something in the future. It's creating a different future. But, and not falling into the judgment that, oh my God, my house got struck by lightning. Like this is the worst thing that could ever happen. It's like, no. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory is like the mantra of Access Consciousness. Just like I had mentioned before, it is handling whatever shows up in life, handling it with ease, joy, and glory. Not easy. Consciously creating your life is not easy. It's extremely uncomfortable, actually. And, but what you get back is so much greater. Yeah, it's so cool. And that they had the best bull sale ever in the last 10 years. Like, that's so exciting. So if you haven't taken a foundation yet, I highly recommend it. If you're ready to put on your big girl panties and really get into the creative position of your life, the dominant energy position, I'd say do it. But you'll know if foundation is the time for you or not. If you have taken foundation before and you want even more, I highly recommend taking foundation again. As the whole conversation, there's a whole big piece of conversation in the foundation class now about presumptive realities and the need of reactive realities, keeping us in reaction to things. Noticing in your life where you are in reaction versus taking action. And you're going to be different in different areas. I also teach writing lessons. And what I've noticed a lot in a few of my writing lesson clients over the last year is a year ago, they were in reaction to their horse. So in our lesson, they were always in reaction to the horse. Like, it was just the horse would spook at something and then they were having to recover and they were just always in reaction too. But now these clients have evolved over the last year and they're taking action. They're more present, which horses facilitate us to be. They're more present, so they're more aware of the signs of what the horse is going to choose before the horse chooses it. And then they can correct it or get on a different track before the spook or the whatever happens. So they're more in the taking action mode. And that's what a foundation class puts you more in your life, into taking action, not being in reaction to. And so, so you can go to accessconsciousness.com if you'd like more information. There's bars classes and foundation classes happening all over the world. Start with bars first. Start with getting a bars session and see what that creates for you in your life. And then if you're hungry for more, you'll know it. And then there's classes and more and more. I mean, I've been choosing this for, it's been 10 years, almost 10 years since I had my first bar session. And what has shown up and changed in my life is unbelievable. And what has even changed in the last year is even greater. Like, there's always greater, which is amazing. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Message me, check out my website, catherineoster.com, accessconsciousness.com. And what else is possible beyond what you could ever imagine? And if you just like a tool to play with, start saying, all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. 30 times in the morning, 30 times in the afternoon, and 30 times in the evening, or just make that your tool of the day and have that repeating in your head versus going to judgment. So anyway, we'll chat with you guys later. Thank you so much for showing up and joining me live. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye for now.